If you guys want to see quick and steady progress, you guys need to be implementing these tips. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the channel. Today we are going to be going over the top 5 things that I wish I knew before starting out in my martial arts journey. So if you guys are enjoying the content, hit the like and subscribe, and let's jump right into the video. All right, so the very first thing that I wish I knew before starting my martial arts journey is that martial arts is just as mental as it is physical. Now, some of you guys may be asking yourself, how could that be? Any martial arts, you're sweating, you're moving, you're exerting your body, you're using some type of force, right? And that is true. Although a lot of people don't understand the mental aspect of martial arts. This could include patience, consistency, doubt, confidence. You need mental discipline and you need mental acuity to be able to see progress, right? I see a lot of people's growth be stunted by lacking discipline, lacking focus, lacking mental acuity, even though they could be athletes and they could have that physical edge over other people. Those who have a stronger mental game is what's going to help you progress and reach that next level way quicker and at a way more steady rate. The next thing that I wish I knew and I wish I took into consideration before starting out my journey in martial arts is that injuries happen, but they are preventable. Let's go back to the physical, right? It's a very physical sport. You may get punched in the face, you may get choked out, you may get your arm bent in a way that doesn't feel so good, right? So you need to understand how to prevent injuries and how to maintain a healthy body and a healthy system and a healthy practice that could encourage you to keep going, right? Because if you maintain injuries every practice day in and day out, it will take a toll on your mental. You are never the same person after an injury, right? So my biggest tip is to prevent the injuries before they happen. And how do you do that? How do you prevent injuries in martial arts if it's such a physical sport, right? If you're getting punched in the face, how do you prevent nosebleeds? How do you prevent headaches? How do you prevent all of these common injuries that could hinder your progress? And that is the practice or the system in which you train. It may sound cliche, but overtraining is the most common way to sustain long-term injuries. Now, the next thing I wish I knew was the importance of cross-training, different martial arts. We all know this. Boxing have crisp hands, crisp head movement. Muay Thai has wonderful knees and elbows. Taekwondo has beautiful spinning and jumping kicks. Jiu-jitsu in the ground game, wrestling, judo, they all have a beauty in their game, right? So in my opinion, it's really important to go out there and try out all different styles, try different martial arts as you're progressing in your early days, in your beginner days, because as a beginner, you're going to be a sponge. You're going to be learning and absorbing so many different things. At a certain level, I feel like most people plateau. So it's important that once you understand the base of the art and you feel like you've absorbed the information and you feel confident with what you learned, go out and learn other arts. Try to combine all of these things and make yourself a more complete and well-rounded martial artist. And again, I am not opposed to the specialists out there and the people who focus on one art. We still need them, right? Because who are you going to go to if you're going to be hopping around and learning from different styles? You're going to the specialist of each style, right? So the specialists are still important and they still have a place, obviously, in the martial arts world, and we do appreciate them. All right, the fourth thing I wish I knew is to find a community of like-minded people as soon as possible, right? A lot of people think that martial arts is a solo sport. It's really not. Even though in a fight, it's you and your opponent, in the buildup of the fight, in the preparation of the fight, you need people to help you. The quickest way to learn is to have a community of like-minded people where you could bounce ideas off of each other, where you could critique each other's technique, where you could test each other's skills. You may be asking yourself, where could I do this? How could I do this? Easily by joining, online forums, finding videos like these online where, people are talking about your interests, your specific interests. Try to, reach out to them. Try to find people in your local community who are interested in martial arts. This sport is booming, guys. It's one of the quickest growing sports and quickest growing niches, right? So to speak. So try to reach out to people, even if they may not look like they're interested. If they are, someone who's athletic or someone who's into sports in general, you can ask them, hey, I'm starting to get into martial arts. I would love to have a partner, or I would love to work on some technique. If you'd like to join me, you'd be surprised on how many people would actually take you up on that offer. So the very last thing that I wish I knew before starting martial arts is that everyone's journey is 100% unique and different. I don't want you guys comparing yourselves to your gym partners or to the athletes or to the martial artists that you guys see online, right? Everyone's journey and their circumstances are different. A lot of people have certain responsibilities that others don't bear. So being a martial artist is a privilege, right? Being able to commit even 30 minutes a day is a privilege that some people cannot afford. So it's super important to understand and to always remind yourself that it's you against you. And as a beginner, especially if you are struggling with your progress and you're struggling with learning new techniques, or you feel like some people are progressing faster than you have to remind yourself that it's you against yourself. Try to get better every single day. Only compare yourself to who you were yesterday. All right, and that has been the 5 things that I wish I knew before starting out in martial arts. If you guys made it to the end of the video, I truly appreciate it, and I really hope that you guys can take this advice to heart. Some of these things I've heard before, some of these tips that I've shared with you guys today, some of them are common sense as well, right? But a lot of people don't take it to heart. They think that they're invincible. They think that they are the outlier sometimes, and that could lead to, a stunt in their growth and their journey in martial arts. So please take this advice to heart, and if you guys enjoyed the video, let me know down below what advice you would give to the beginner version of yourself, or beginners who are watching this video as well. I'm sure they'd love to hear your input. What are some tips, or what are some things that maybe you think they should know before starting out in their journey as well? Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one.